Welcome to Bar Talk. I am your host, Brandon T. This is a place we have conversations about what's happening in the culture, what's happening in the wild out there. You know what I'm saying? Trying to, help y'all navigate through it and so forth. And like I said, like and subscribe everywhere you see me. And let's go. Yep. Let's see. Peoples. Yes. Peoples. You know what? You know what I've realized? You know what I'm saying? I had to really think about it. You know what I'm saying? It had to really sit on me for a while and realize how much false information, disinformation has been passed down from person to passed hand to hand from person to person, passed down from generation to generation. And it just came out of somewhere. You know what I'm saying? There was a generation up here realized that, you know what I'm saying, what they needed at the time, to do whatever they needed at the time, you know what I'm saying, was something. And then those, you know what I'm saying, teachings and so forth were passed down to one generation, the next generation, the next generation, next generation, until it got to you. And now you sitting here with this information that could be wrong, could be completely false, but you're holding it like it's a true thing. And like I said, and then also with stereotypes. And what I mean by that is this: do you think, you know what I'm saying? No, not do you think. Let's go back. You know what I'm saying? As far as like, with the stereotypes, like men, what's the stereotype for men? That, you know what I'm saying? The men, he goes to work, comes home, goes to work, come home, provide for the family, but providing for the family only really looks like monetarily. So that was from generation, generation, generation here. Man, go off all day, come back and put some money on in the household. That's all his contribution was. He didn't do much with the kids at all. You know what I'm saying? And the wife's contribution was solely she tended to the children, kept the house clean. So she kept the house clean, made she tended to the children. She did all that. She anything in the house that was her doing, and that was her 100%. There was no, you know what I'm saying. There was that divide. Man, when I all day came back, brought the money back. Everything else in the household, as far as the children and so forth and so forth. And then the dad and the children, you know what I'm saying, were there. He was a disciplinarian and so forth, but there was no, you know what I'm saying, no fun times in that. So if that was passed down from a couple generations and so forth, and then like I said, that's where we call your father come from. Why you have to call him father? Father, cause he was off working all the time. So is that how it's supposed to be? Now I'll get you in the back. I'll get don't beat me up. I understand. Day and age we do. Man, supposed to go get the money. Supposed to bring it back. I got you. You need expensive stuff. Yep. You saw it on this. Other people doing expensive stuff. You need to do it too. And so he needs to go work all the time. And then with that, and then back up that generations, men didn't take care of themselves well. It was when they shine themselves up, only when doing something, you know what I'm saying, important. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, people dress up, go to church. Man, but you know what I'm saying, be didn't take care of themselves any other time. Where'd that come from? Why is that not important? Ah, go back up in the generation. This conversation will go up and down a generational scale here. So y'all just follow me closely. And so, like I said, all you did was work, come home, work, come home, work, come home. Couldn't take no time off because you about to be working. Come on, and so forth. And then that thing passes down and so forth. And like I said, men didn't take care of themselves and so forth. And then slide back over to the women. And then like I said, what are women taught? That could be not completely true and so forth. Like I said, why is the woman's role help mate, as they say in the good book? Why was her role diminished to that? That's just like, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna put this together, and what I need, yeah, I'm gonna put this together, and I gotta help her. All I need you to do is hold this cord real quick, and I'm gonna do the rest. Where did that come from? And then why did, you know, since submissiveness and feminists kind of like make like, hey, woman, you don't really have a say. Your opinion doesn't really matter. Your contribution is over here. I'm gonna run the show, and your contribution is over here on the side over here. Where did that come from? Who made that true? They said, "Hey, y'all women, you really only good for maid services and, and producing children." Well, like I said, that's another thing that's up a bunch of generations and so forth. They come down. Why? Who said? Who made that and said that was how things should go? Now I know you like, oh, it's in the good book, but what's in the good book? I mean, don't get me wrong. Everybody believes in God, hopefully, and so forth. But if you look at all the religions, to take them all together, it's it's a control of women in there. Why do women have to be controlled as much as they are? But let me say it again. Did you hear me? Why do women have to be controlled, put in their place, set in order? Who said that's how things supposed to be? Now I know there's people that's over there saying that men are physically stronger than women, and so that's what needs to happen. Okay, physically stronger. Okay, physical. So everybody's digging ditches, and so woman, you can't dig the ditch like that. But let's look at this. But that's not what society is. It's not a whole bunch of physical labor out here. And then who is doing these physical labor items? You know, the physical labor. Somebody's out just got to run the show. You get the physical labor doing the labor, and somebody managing the labor. You get that? So then it turns in why are the control of women is. What generation, you know what I'm saying, decided that, you know what, women are too something, and we need to make sure they're beneath a man. Ooh, that's hard one, ain't it? Like I said, the thing is this, that 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 a woman can't lead, and then a woman. Then when we say a woman is in their masculine energy when she does, and so forth, it's like, why is that? Like I said, the misnomer is that a woman cannot lead. A woman needs to be put in a place and control. You got some religions that make them cover up, make women cover up. Can't see them. Some of them, you can see the eyes hanging out. Why you? What's the point of putting that much on it? And then like I said, and then some in religion says a woman can't teach the gospel. Why? Who said that? Where in the thing and so forth. And then two, women blamed said they ate an apple. I'm saying an apple, piece of fruit. The whole humanity's whole entire existence and purpose was in a singular piece of fruit. And then the woman is cast out. So, like I said, I'm gonna say this. What I see, peoples, is that we got to the point where, like I said, it's a bunch of mess stacked upon mess, stacked upon mess, stacked upon mess, and we are living in it. And what is stacked upon, and like what is, like I said, the truth is what? What is the absolute truth of anything? What the truth is? Hey, man, take care of yourself. Make sure your hands, your feet, your skin, your health, your hair, all that stuff is taken care of. What would that do for you? Women, what if instead of being subservient, independent, and dependent, and you was independent before as not independent, like in your relationship, you just go do you be a free agent, but dependent that y'all both are pulling forward. What would that look like for you? And speaking of that part too, is like social media here today and so forth, and people on these things right here talk about how a man's supposed to take care of them as old school has go back up generations. How man went to work all day, came home, brought the money, ate food, went to sleep. Sex happened sometime in there, and so forth, and somehow the men's supposed to be in their role of going to work, come home, bring the money, and the women are in this role where they're just appear when what I'm saying a man's off work to do whatever what I'm saying bidding of the woman. How we get there? And see, with that, what's happened with that is, there was been a time going back a couple of generations where women wanted to be single women wanted to be independent. The feminist movement, let's be independent. I got my own. I got my own this, my own money, and I run this way. Now it feels like we hit the wall. We hit the wall to that, and now women are like, I need a man to do this. I need a man to pay that. So we're going backwards in time. So what happens? So why was the question is this? What was the push for women to be independent and dependent on themselves and get their own needs met? What was the push for that? But because you couldn't count on it all the way, man could leave you and you have nothing, and so forth. So if that's the case, then and they were trying to correct for that, put safeguards in place. What's gonna happen now that these generation of women are going back to the dependent side? What's happening? Yep. So that's like I said, that's something to take in and something to think about. It's like these misconceptions, this alternate reality of how things work. It's crazy. But like I said, what I'm gonna do with this people is we're gonna create a series. We're gonna sprinkle this into in between some of the shows about misconceptions that are floating out here as reality. And with that being said, this has been Bar Talk. I've been your host, Brandon T. Like, subscribe everywhere you see me, and peace.